Yes, it's the big one, the title fight, the grand final of the Cody's D1NZ National Drifting Championship here at Ricoh Taupo Motorsport Park. Man, it is a crisp, cold winter's day here in the central North Island, and what a championship fight we've got heading up on track. Taking a look at the points table, Dan Woolhouse still holds a slim margin over Mad Mike Whittard after 5 rounds of 6. Both drivers with 3 podiums and 2 round wins. Andrew Redwood, the dark horse for this championship, now in third. He's got a chance at this title, but it is a big task in front of him. And of course, defending champion Kurt Whitaker inside the top 4 with a very modest title defence over the season. Who's going to be crowned the next New Zealand Drift King? Will it be Fangadan, Mad Mike, or Andrew Redwood? Well, you can find out right here on Oversteer TV. You know the drill. Sit back and enjoy and soak up all the championship action as we head into practice and qualifying.
Hold me close and don't get lost. The music's loud, the smoke's a screen. I promise you this will be fun. Come take a shot.
Despite cold winter conditions, thousands of motorsport fans arrived at Ricoh Taupo Motorsport Park to see the D1NZ Championship Grand Final, and given the size and location of Taupo, it was just another reminder of how popular New Zealand drifting has become.
I know, isn't it fantastic? It's pretty cold and we've got a huge turnout. They were saying that, you know, the queues to get in were over half an hour, so it's fantastic.
All right, and Achilles Radial New Zealand behind this event, I mean, that's got to be good support from them as well.
Oh, absolutely. You know, they're a fantastic tyre and most of the field run them, so it's great to see, you know, Achilles and YHI coming on board and sponsoring the last round. It's fantastic for the sport, and it shows them giving back to the sport.
Practice saw plenty of drivers push the limits on the Taupo reverse section, many cars suffering minor damage as they found the dirt on the exit of the last switch, other cars looking a little more worse for wear, making contact with the tyres on the edge of the track. Panel damage didn't bother former champion Carl Runeman from a good performance over the weekend, the Pukekohe-based driver returning to competition after suffering an engine failure at round 3 in Tauranga.
Today's gone really well. We've qualified 6th, though good start to be out for so long. So yeah, but the car's going really good, tyres are sticking well, tracks, kind of everything's flowing, so hopefully it's going to be good for the rest of the day.
Good to be back amongst it with all the other drivers.
So good to be back, so good to have the car back too. Like, we've been plagued with a few mechanical problems and stuff like that. It's so good to have a good weekend where everything's been going really good, the car's been handling good, and yeah, it makes it much more fun for us.
Another former champion bouncing back from engine failure was Gaz Wider in the Tectaloy S14, the new LS7 V8 back on song, qualifying in 4th position. Man, what a tight qualifying out there today.
Yeah, there wasn't much in it. The points were fairly low. I watched a few of the runs of the top guys, and they were putting all into it, and the points were fairly, in the 80s and stuff, but I thought they deserved a bit more than that. But yeah, there was only, points in it, so it was quite exciting.
Shaping up to be a good grand final. I mean, who said you couldn't bring a crowd to Taupo?
Oh, this is the biggest crowd I've ever seen here. We've been signing for about an hour, so no, it's good. It's good for Taupo and it's good for drifting.
Gary Tanana shook down a refreshed black-on-black Industries C33 Laurel over the weekend, and despite searching for more grip, Gazza was still happy with the car's performance.
It's not too bad. It's just it's a little bit cold. It's hard to get heat into the tyres, so not that much grip. But other than that, it's going pretty good, bro.
Where'd you qualify?
I think we qualified 16th or 15th. So we got Bruce Tannock first.
Oh, that's going to be a good one. Bit of panel rubbing.
Oh yeah, obviously he's got all the grip. He's got decent power. But we'll see. We'll see if the old dog can slow him up, bro.
Rising star Zach Pohl was looking strong throughout much of practice, but mechanical issues would see the Rollet Bullet R33 Skyline qualify back in 15th position.
Yeah, not too bad. Car's feeling really, really good. It's probably the best it's ever been, actually, this event. Unfortunately, this morning we crashed into tyres and broke some rose joints and bent the steering, so we actually only had our 3 qualifying runs. Those are our practice runs, so we're up against Brad Lauder now, and if we go through from that, we're up against Mad Mike again, so that's going to be a bit of a
Looking forward to this whole event, man, and the atmosphere's starting to get there.
Yeah, man, it's pretty busy here down at Taupo. Pretty amped. Yeah, it's just a good feeling. Come down to the business end of the day, and we'll see where we end up.
Returning from competition in China, Cole Armstrong was happy to be back amongst the D1 field, and although the V-Energy R34 Skyline remains stranded in China with shipping delays, Cole quickly found a replacement for the Grand Final in Taupo.
We've been very lucky to borrow this R32 Skyline like I used to have back in the day from Emil Thompson. It's got a XR6 turbo motor in it. It's something real different and out of it. Everyone seems to be liking it. It's an X-Track car. I'm doing what I can with it. We're in the top 16 now. I'm pretty stoked. You know, we get to blow out for our sponsors. You know, make sure we still support them and get their names out there. So it's cool, man. I'm very lucky to be able to be here and you know, compete with all the boys again. It's cool.
Young gun Nico Reed had a new aero package on the rear of the Luxury Sports S15. Another rising star performance saw Nico put the RB-powered Sylvia in 5th place. The top end of the championship fight continued to heat up on track, with defending champion Kurt Whitaker taking 3rd place in the Autosure R34 Skyline, looking to shake up the points table in the top 16.
Wicked I had some nice runs. I was happy, you know, banked a safe one, and that was second equal, so I was like, okay, and then just worked on it from there, and I thought my last one was probably my best run I've done on the weekend, so I was definitely happy with that. The car's feeling good, everything's feeling good, so nerves, yeah, I'm not so nervous. The last couple of years has been, you know, I've been that close, you know, I've been in 2nd place and I've had to win to win the championship. And so this year, hey, the pressure's not on. I've just got to let everyone else make the mistakes, and hopefully we'll go through and do what we can.
Things didn't go to plan for Andrew Redwood in qualifying though. The Achilles FC RX7 sitting in 13th place, despite a good performance on practice on day 1.
Andrew Redwood, mate, what happened in qualifying?
Oh, just a bit of a brain fart, I think. I had my initiation line all sorted, but I just didn't commit through this 2nd section and didn't get on the gas early enough like I was through all of practice. I think I was just, you know, thinking of the end result as opposed to what was happening in real time. So yeah, I just needed to slow down my thought process a bit, and we'll sort that out for battles.
No worries for you though, you got plenty of battle experience.
Oh yeah, I mean the battles are always what counts, you know. I mean, same as men. I mean Hampton Downs, we qualified 13th, same as we did today, and went into the final with Mike. So yeah, let's see how it plays out.
All right, any nerves heading into this grand final?
Oh, there's always going to be nerves, a few more than normal, but yeah, just have to throw that stuff aside and, you know, drive it as the day drives. Yeah.
Sitting 2nd in points, Mad Mike Whittett flew back to New Zealand for another shot at securing an elusive D1NZ title. Despite a number of technical problems with the car throughout practice, the Red Bull RX7 claimed 2nd in qualifying.
It's been hard for us. We've just flown in from Europe like the day before, and we've put new computer, and then unfortunately for PPRE got shut down because of noise. So unable to finish the tune yesterday. We were trying to tune it in the wet conditions, but the laptop was shutting down and stuff, so the car isn't running 100%, but we've got it to a good base that you know, we're comfortable with. Obviously qualifying number 2, it's just a bit harder from the low RPM. But yeah, so we'll just take them as they come and hopefully get that P1 where Fang is actually on the other side of the ladder. So if I meet him in the finals, he's already won the championship. But if he finishes 4th, the championship's ours. So yeah.
Any nerves?
Oh, definitely nervous, man. Like, I mean, this is again, you know, final round of D1NZ, and this is the 2nd year I've had the chance to do it every round. But yeah, just go out there and yeah, push the boundaries and hopefully get this thing.
The big drama of the weekend though went to Fangadan Woolhouse in the Castrol Edge Commodore, the team missing out on all of day 1 after developing a crack in the oil pump on the first lap of practice, the FDC team choosing to repair the engine before competition on day 2. Back on track and looking strong, Drama returned right before qualifying as a diff bearing collapsed, and with replacement parts in and nerves running high, Fangadan kept calm under pressure, delivering an 82.5 run, taking pole position for the Achilles Radial Grand Final.
We're here with the man himself, top qualifier, Fangadan Woolhouse. Man, big turnout on Taupo, and you've just qualified pole position.
Yeah, I know. So many guys have helped me in the last few days, and Dane just drove all the way down here as soon as he heard what had gone wrong with the motor, and they'd worked all night, finished at 4:45 this morning, and then first practice, so we had no practice all weekend. First practice, a bearing collapsed or something in the diff, so diff was out and we're still going, mate, but can't kill us that easy.
So plenty of drama as Fangadan takes out top qualifier ahead of Mad Mike Widdett and Kurt Whitaker as the championship fight continues heading into the battles. Andrew Redwood outside the top 10. He's lined up against Shane Allen. Don't go away though. Highlights of the top 32 coming up right after the break. Yes, it's the history and the legends of New Zealand drifting as we celebrate our 10th anniversary season. Who will be the next D1NZ champion here at Ricoh Taupo Motorsport Park as we head into the top 32 for one final time, kicking things off with Bruce Tannock taking a win over Gary Tanam. Qualifying down the order in 13th, championship contender Andrew Redwood paired off with Shane Allen in the top 32, laying down a solid lead run against the Rattler Falcon. But it was all in the chase where Andrew Redwood's 2013 championship campaign ended. Plenty of drama as the Achilles Radial RX-7 speared off into the dirt, Shane Allen grabbing the win. Battling a new JZ-powered RX-7, NAC's Danum Templeman lost out to the Southern Charger Troy Forsyth, while Zach Pohl laid down an unshakable chase against Brad Lauder. The top 16 kicked off with Bruce Tannock up against Fangadan in the Castrol Edge Commodore, Dan benefiting from a bye run in the 32, the Achilles Radial S13 straight lining in the chase, handing Fanga the win. Cole Armstrong put up a good lead run against Drew Donovan in the top 16, but lost his battle in the chase, taking a spin on turn 3. Gaz Whiter took a win over Shane Allen in the top 16, the Rattler Falcon unable to shake off the LS7 powered Tectaloy S14. Unable to be separated, Troy Forsyth and young gun Nico Reed went OMT in the top 16. The rapid performance Nissan S13 coming through with a fantastic chase run, Troy Forsyth grabbing the win. In fact, reruns were the order of the day as Mad Mike came up against rising star Zach Pole in the top 16. Little did race fans know this would become the defining moment of the grand final as Zach Pole put on a stunning drive against the Red Bull RX-7. With a big straight line from Mad Mike in the chase, Zach Pole capitalised on his chase run, producing big angle on the final apex. Going OMT, the rerun would see Zach Pole continue his fantastic drive leading out from Mad Mike, and despite a desperate chase run from the Mad Bull, the Rollet Bullet Skyline held its own on the lead run, Zach Pole grabbing the win, giving Fangadan the 2013 championship title. Rounding off the top 16, Shane Van Gisbergen took an easy win over Robbie Nelson in the Cobra Batteries S15. Kurt Whitaker defeated Ben Belcher with a good lead run, while Carl Ruderman took a win into the top 8 over Willie Foster. It was a battle of V8s that kicked off the top 8, Fangadan battling Drew Donovan in the Magan Turbo S15, the Castrol Edge Commodore sticking to his rear bumper, Fangadan through to the top 4. Troy Forsyth pumped out plenty of southern smoke in his top 8 battle with Gaz Whiter, but the Tectaloy S14 came through with consistency in both passes, Gaz progressing through top 4. Defending champ Kurt Whitaker battled Carl Ruderman for a place in the top 4. The Autosure R34 Skyline monstering the back of the GT Radials S14, Kurt taking the win. Finishing off the top 8, Zach Pole and Shane Van Gisbergen would line up in a battle of rising stars, and despite a good effort on the chase by the V8 supercar driver, Shane didn't have enough to match Zach's lead run. This meant Zach Pole would battle Kurt Whitaker for a spot in the final. The Autosure Skyline opened up a sizable gap on the Rollet Bullet R33, Kurt taking the win. Celebrating early, Fangadan knew he had the championship in the bag when he lined up against Drift Corp teammate Gaz Whiter, but as history suggested, these two weren't going to make things easy for each other. Going into a rerun, Fanger Dan continued his dominating chase runs, lurking behind the Tektaloi S14. Dan eventually grabbing the win, going through to the final. This would see Gaz Whiter and Zach Pohl battle out for third place in another rerun battle. Both drivers with stunning runs, it was almost too hard to call. In the end, Zach Pohl continued with his awesome performance as the battle went OMT. Zach fending off Gaz Whiter in the lead run, grabbing his first ever D1 podium finish. The final battle of the season would be exactly how it started back in October 2012, as Fanger Dan lined up against defending champion Kurt Whitaker. Looking strong until the final apex, Kurt would straight line and spear off into the dirt, giving Fanger Dan a 10-0 advantage. It was clear Fanger Dan was on perfect form in Taupo, and not afraid of holding back. Dan stuck to the rear of the Auto Shore Skyline, securing the 2013 championship title, grabbing his 4th podium and 3rd round win of the season. So Fanger Dan wins the 2013 championship in style by taking another round win here at Ricoh Taupo Motorsport Park. A fitting final to have defending champion Kurt Whitaker hand the trophy over, and Zach Pohl, the underdog and fan favourite, grabbing his first D1 Pro podium, another rising star in the D1 field. And there we see the final championship points. Mad Mike takes out 2nd place ahead of Kurt Whitaker. A disappointing weekend for Andrew Redwood, who drops back into 4th. Gaz Whiter still manages to finish 5th despite a horror season of engine failures. Nico Reed and Zach Pohl, the two young guns together ahead of the Southern Charger Troy Forsyth, Danum Templeman and Cole Armstrong.
Alright, we've done it. Here we are, Fanger Dan, the New Zealand drift champion. Man, how does it feel? It's been a long road.
I know it's been a long road, man, and just, I don't know what to say, man, but just everyone that's helped me to get to here, I just can't thank them so much, you know. It's been a big team effort. Everyone's just put in there, so much time, and it all paid off, you know, and the feedback we got, all season, how well the car looked, and just the comments that were coming through, and the V8, and that was the drive, just to keep going and going and going, and just Dane was just amazing before before I even got off the phone with it. He was running out the door, and they came down. He drove all the way down yesterday and spent all night rebuilding the engine, just checking everything to make sure it was going to do the job. And amazing to have that support from and my friends and family that stuck with me throughout this whole year and all the time. It's every year, and it's me.
All right, big party tonight.
Big party, man. Big party. And just, I'm so stoked, man. So stoked.
Good luck next year, bro. Any rumours for next year?
If anyone wants to buy the car, it's retiring and championship winning. I've got some plans, but I'm not leaving drifting, but I'll be back. Fanger will be back, man.
All right, we're here with Mad Mike Widdett, 2nd place again in the chat.
The bridesmaid.
Another year, another 2nd place.
Yeah, but fully so. I mean, it's 2nd, we're the first loser, but for us to come back from round 2, blowing the gearbox and knock back to 12th in points,
and I kind of ruled myself out of the championship myself. You know, like the crew were like, you know, we've got a lot of focus on this year with all the international stuff that's going on. Coming back from 12th to be in second spot into the final round was really good. Today didn't quite go as planned. Mathematically, we could have taken the championship. It would have been tough, but yeah, I mean, congratulations to Fang and Dan, as well deserved. He's been on form all season, and yeah, we'll just take another year and come and put on a show. I mean, that's the main thing. You know, the good thing is of the sport, it's growing every year, just gets bigger and better. The cars progress, and you know, we're learning a lot overseas as well, and it's good to have good fan base back here in New Zealand supporting everything we do.
Well, that wraps up our coverage here at Oversteer TV for the Cody's D1NZ National Drifting Championship, and what an amazing season it has been. Ricoh Taupo Motorsport Park has really turned it on for us.
And what a season it's been, all the drama, all the action from 6 rounds across the country, and we now have our new Drift King. Fang Dan has beat the odds to hold the trophy once again. To all our international viewers, we hope you've enjoyed the coverage this year.
Big thank you to everyone who supported us over the season, and we'll see you next season when we do it all again right here on oversteertv.co.nz.